Hello, dynamic stars. How are you? Happy New Year. Happy wonderfulness. I'm wishing you all a fabulous day, and we're here to talk about Eggun and how we can communicate more with our Eggun. Find out exactly what they're saying to us, because I know we've talked about Eggun and ancestors and Joss paper on this channel a lot. And I guess I should back up. It's Azurite 22 coming to you as always to bring your intuition to the fore, to bring you more into your life. And as you can see, I am here by the water. You know I love the water. How many videos have I done by the water, right? How do we really communicate with our ancestors, with our Eggun, with those who have gone before? And we talked about setting up an altar, a bobada, a spirit table, however you want to discuss it, however you want to call it. We've discussed communicating with them with cowrie shells, DOB. We've talked about really burning ancestor money to them to help them with all of the things they need to do in their existence to gain favor, move to different areas within the spirit realm. We've talked about that. But what we haven't talked about is what are we doing to help ourselves? Because by communicating with them, by giving them energy, by giving them ashe, by giving them light, by giving them food, we are enlivening them. And because they love us, because they have a connection with us, they want to help us. So how do we now begin asking them for favor in our own lives? Because Eggun are not just your family line who are no longer here on this 3D plane. They're no longer, they're deceased. Not just them. We've also mentioned that Eggun can be interested other spirits who were alive that have taken an interest in you as well, who want to help you. All of our Eggun are not, fabulous. Some of our Eggun, the same way they were in life, they are now, right? So how do we work with all of them? How do we differentiate between good, bad, and indifferent, right? So just the same way with humans, you kind of discern personalities and figure out who is what their actions are, the information they give you, how does it pan out? We do the same thing with Eggun. So if you get information and that information does not pan out time and time again, you have to look and see what did ensue to kind of get a sense of what this Eggun is really doing for you in your life. Because as I said, not all Eggun are for your upliftment. Some of them are just the same way they were in life, and they were kind of a pest and a bee or a whatever in life, so in death. So you have to be mindful, and you can help them by elevating them, by giving them light, right? But you don't have to listen to the things that they say, because Uncle Betty, Uncle Susan, Uncle Joe, they had a drinking problem, they had a smoking problem, they had a womanizing problem, they had just a bitch problem, resting bitch face all day long for them, right? And they saw the negative side of everything. You can help them, because that is still hindering them in the afterlife, just as it hindered them here. So we have to have discernment on who do I listen to? What can I do and what can I not do to assist them, right? Oh my God, look at this. Whoopsies. Isn't that beautiful? So they need our upliftment, but we also need their upliftment. They've been here before. They do not have a body. The ones who are in our best interest, the Eggun that have our backs, they don't have a body, so they can go over to see and inspect whatever is happening in other places, right? And that is the beauty of working with Eggun, because they're not limited by the 3D. They can bring back information. They can tell you what's happening, or at least give you intimations as to what to do and movements. You'll get feelings in your body. They'll say things to you. They'll whisper things to you. You'll get visions in your mind's eye. You might smell certain smells. And over time, you're going to recognize what these things are, what these signs are, so you're able to intuit them, right? So I have an example where I've been working with my Eggun, my Orisha, my spirits, right? My spiritual team. And I was working on a project at work. This thing wouldn't go through. I tried it 3 times, and it's simple stuff on the computer. And I'm sitting here going, what the heck? Tried 3 different browsers. It all stopped. They all stopped. Each 3 of the browsers stopped at the same exact point. And I'm going, what the hell? And at that point I went, okay, did I do something already, right? And I went and checked. I had already done the thing. So I was about to redo the thing, and they stopped me. They made sure I could not move forward with this thing. So they protected me in spite of myself. They literally stopped technology. This is how your Eggun, your ancestors work. So sometimes, instead of getting frustrated and just pushing and pushing until you get it done, you have to stop and you think, what's going on? What message is this? What are they trying to tell me? Is there a message? Is there something that I'm missing? This is how Eggun speak to you sometimes, all right? Other times, you sit down at your Bobada very quietly, and this is the main thing that you're supposed to do. Sit at your, Eggun shrine, altar, place where you have your Eggun ancestors, and you just light a candle, have a glass of water, have a glass of whatever liquor, rum, vodka, whatever it is, a glass of wine, maybe a cup of coffee, black with some sugar, whatever feeling comes to you, a cup of tea, a cup of Milo, whatever it is that your Eggun, your ancestors, put in your mind to give to them. You give to them, you light some incense, and you just sit there. You don't even need the candle. You could just light some incense and have your cup of whatever beverage and just sit there and ask them to talk to you, to speak with you, and share just their energy with you, that you are here for them and with them, so that you can be in alignment and you can hear them in your waking day, in your waking life, in your 3D moment to moment, day to day, minute to minute. You get the point. And you'll begin to hear them. You'll be able to separate your thoughts from their thoughts. Okay? And then to confirm, until you get that assurity, you can use the cowrie method that I spoke about, that I showed you about. I'll link that video below, so just in case you haven't seen that, you'll be able to have a direct communication with them to confirm that thing that you saw. Say you saw a beautiful plant sitting next to them, some greenery. You can throw, Eggun, do you want me to have this plant sitting next to you? And they'll either say yes or no, or whatever they're going to say. So this way you are actually now confirming what you heard. And over time, you're going to get a real sense of what it is they want you to do. I got a sense this morning about something, and it was so odd, because normally this is not what Eggun asks for. That's more Orisha that asks for it. But I was asking and speaking to a very particular Eggun of mine, and they love this kind of thing. So it made sense, but I said, let me just check to make sure, I'm not off on my rocker today. They wanted it. They wanted it. So I'm now going to go and get it for them. But this is the thing. Sometimes the things that are asked for are not typical. It's a little bit outside, and you want to check it. And this way you know that you're having strong communication with your Eggun when it comes up as Iyife, Itagua, because when speaking with Eggun, Itagua means yes, you don't have to throw again. That's the one caveat with Eggun. Itagua, the 3 shells up and 1 down, is a yes. So this is how you have a stronger communication with your Eggun, because they want to help you. And by you always giving to them and sharing with them, they want to help you, but you have to ask for it. So if you want something in particular, you can give a very specific thing. You sit down and you talk to them and you're Eggun, I've done this. And I'm not doing it for you to give me, but I'm doing it to give you light and give you energy, give you ache. And also I want to be able to know that you are with me, because real talk, we miss them. There are some Eggun that we just miss beyond belief. We wish they were here. We wish we could pick up the phone and talk to them. We wish we could share the good things, the crazy things, the oh my God moments, you know? I so wish that I could have some of my Eggun here, that we just laughed and we talked. So you're giving them things of this earth: food, light, candle, flowers, whatever comes to mind, pretty things that you see that you know they would have liked in real life, when they were alive. You're giving them these things because you're continuing the relationship, right? And that's all it is. We're continuing a relationship, because after this life is over, we're going to meet up with them. We're going to laugh. We're going to joke. And then we're probably going to decide if we're going to do this again, and if we're going to go into another life together, and what we're going to do and how our relationships are going to be, right? So it's a continuation. That is what you're doing. And by having that mindset, it's going to help you completely. All right, and the last bit on communication with Eggun, I'm going to put right here a picture of some glasses. I literally just put these down yesterday. And when I woke up today, tons of bubbles. I normally do not get those. And on my bobeda, on my spirit altar, no bubbles. It was only bubbles with Eggun. So I really sat down with them this morning and I was like, you guys are talking to me. You guys are really, really working with me. And they pulled things away, out negativities out of whatever was happening around me, and specifically told me to throw out these waters. I know for many, when you see bubbles, you automatically throw it out. I check, because I don't always get that. My bubbles will be there and then they'll go away. It's like within a couple of days, or sometimes within a few hours, they'll come and they're gone. Not this time. They literally stayed. So I'm like, all right, you want me to throw them away and refresh them? And I checked and verified they wanted that. This is communication. This is communication. That is how you know that they're working with you. So you have to check. I personally feel that the bubbles in the water on your whatever shrine, you need to check with your spirit guides how they're working with you on it. Just because it's out in the atmosphere doesn't mean it's always for you. The waters, like on my spirit shrine, I do not have to remove when the bubbles are there. Clearly with Eggun, they want me to remove it. With Orisha, sometimes they do, sometimes they don't. You have to check. That is my experience with them. I guess I'll just leave it there. It's a lot in your communication that has to happen. Your development of the relationship between yourself and your Eggun. And I want you to really take that and work with that. So that's the next step of this relationship. You've burned, you've, had conversations with them about things. Now it's time to really begin to deepen the relationship and start really beginning to say the things that you'd like to have in your life, things that you'd like to do, and ask them to really move more into your life so that they can stop stuff where you can't even, excuse my French, F yourself up. They will protect you from that stuff. All right? So next level. Let me know how this goes for you. Put some comments in below. Let me know what your experiences have been. You know, I always respond to your comments. Yes, it might take me a little while, but I do see them all and I respond to them. I love you all. Thank you so much. Short video. Not going to get you guys this long diatribe trying to do the little soundbitey type things. But enjoy, enjoy, enjoy. Have any questions? Leave them below. Love you, and I'm gonna get my nails done today. It's been wild. Oh, and I have done a thing that I want to tell you about. I've been meaning to say something, but I'm in school. I'm in grad school, as many of you may have known. I have done a thing called an online course on how to communicate with your spirit guides. The link is below if you're interested in checking it out. I've made it for a nominal fee. Oh, lifetime access to the course, and any updates that I do to it, any additions, you will always get them. And I hope you enjoy it. Let me know what you think of that. If you have any questions about that, let me know that also. Again, link below. Thank you all, and wishing you all the best. Bye-bye.